Okay, according to the cognitive load theory, you can have intrinsic load or you can have extraneous load. The intrinsic load I have definitely noticed in my classroom since I teach a Math 1 curriculum and I teach two inclusion classes, which means that I have students that are classified with EC or special needs, as well as students who are sometimes are lower performing, and regular education students who are not lower performing students. So how tough the material is definitely affects them. Some of my lower students have more difficulty than some of my higher students will, and again, it goes back to the Germain theory as well on their prior knowledge. What they know or what they were taught and actually were able to retain from their working memory to their long-term memory in their prior skill sets as far as in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade carries over into 9th grade on whether they will be able to meet the difficulty or meet the levels of the math curriculum. So that intrinsic load really plays a part in that. The extraneous load also plays a part in how many distractions do you have in the class. Do you have students acting up? Do you have students that are making a lot of noise? Do you have outside noise going on that's distracting them? All these other things you have to take into consideration as well into your lesson or into how the children are going to learn in your classroom based on what distractions are going to be there and how are they going to affect the students. So that's where the extraneous load comes into effect as well. I think to me the biggest thing is Germain is the prior knowledge and that schema of knowing, do they already know how to solve a one-step equation? Because if they do, then I can move on to solving a two-step and multi-step equation with a lot more ease than if they have never seen an equation to start with, or if they saw it and didn't actually retain it, moving it from their working memory into their long-term memory. So those are all things that I have to take into account when I'm looking at their cognitive load theory and planning my lessons in my classroom.